Heading to Disney World, don't go before you hear these 5 game-changing tips. Number 1, stay in the Disney bubble. Truly, it makes such a difference in your vacation. I know that you think that staying outside of Disney property will save money in the long run. It really doesn't, especially if you look at staying at one of the value resorts. All of the things that are included when you stay in the Disney bubble truly make it worth the little bit of extra that you feel like you might be paying. My tip is stay in the bubble. Second tip, prepare for the weather. It is Florida. It is hot. Prepare. Bring cooling towels. Bring fans. Bring water bottles to keep ice cold water with you all day. Plan a midday break. These are the things that are going to help you survive the Florida heat. Also, plan for rain. Bring a poncho, an umbrella, a rain jacket. Bring it with you because if you buy it in the parks, it is going to be more expensive. In your budget for food, snacks, souvenirs, whatever is important for you. That's my third tip, because things do tend to be more expensive at theme parks and different things are important for different people. So if you know for you want to try all of the snacks at Disney World, that's a huge thing for you. Make sure that you're factoring that into your budget versus someone who maybe doesn't care as much about snacks. You can get those delivered from a grocery store to your resort and you can save that money and spend it elsewhere, like on souvenirs or whatever is important for you, so that you're getting your value in what you want. Along with that budgeting piece, bring a reusable water bottle. The bottles of water in the park, I think, are about $4 to $5 a bottle. You can get free ice water at every quick service. There are also water bottle refill fountains that tends to be more like a tepid room temperature water, but if you want ice cold, you can still get it without paying for the water bottles. My fourth tip is going to be plan a rest day. Disney is so much fun, but it is so much walking. Also, just accept the fact on the front end, there's always going to be more to do. There's no way you can do everything at Disney World in one trip. There's just way too much. But on your park days, you're going to be walking 15 to 20,000 steps. And so that is really hard, especially if that's not something you're doing every day. So planning in a rest day will really help you, number 1, enjoy the resort if you're staying on Disney property. And number 2, make it more enjoyable so that the next park days you feel better rested. So I will say always plan I like a mid-trip rest day. Also, if you have little kids, even if you don't, for me personally, but especially if you have little kids, plan to go back to the resort at some point in the day for a rest and a nap, because it's really going to let you take advantage of the full park hours at Disney. My last tip is going to be find an agency that is earmarked with Disney. I work with Once Upon a Time Vacations, and we specialize in Disney vacations. We are gold earmarked, which is a special designation from Disney. And when you book with a travel agent, the cost of using a travel agent is built into the rate. Disney pays a commission to the travel agents after a client travels. So if you book a trip with a travel agent and you book it in August for next April, the travel agent is going to do all of your planning, but they're not going to be paid until you travel, and the payment comes from Disney. And so you're essentially paying for a travel agent whether you use it or not. And there's so much that goes into Disney World specifically, but Disney in general, and having someone who has done this before and has that knowledge is such a big thing, because they can answer your questions and help make it as least stressful as possible. Also, if you book with, I can't speak for every travel agency, but if you book with me or one of the other agents with Once Upon a Time Vacations, we are always checking for promos, we're always checking for deals, and if those are released after you booked, we can still go in and apply them to your reservation and save you money on the back end. So that is just another big benefit that comes from that. You aren't having to watch for Disney promos all the time. Someone else is doing that for you and making sure they get applied. So those are 5 tips that I would say are super important and can help make or break your trip to Walt Disney World.